Bruce, where are we at currently?
This is Mike Nichols and Jimmy Gallo's house, the blue frame right there.
Uh-huh. We're in Augusta and Winchester, the old neighborhood of the Playboys, PVPs, and Ventures. You were a venture. Why was that, Bruce?
I was both.
Yeah, why were you a venture? What was your favorite part about it?
Yep, both Playboy. I lived in that building in the back.
Uh-huh.
I tuck pointed the chimney. I fixed all the windows, and I got a place to stay.
Leona's was a little bit to the left, right?
Yeah, and then my friend Casey, he
Yeah.
owned this place.
James Casey.
Downstairs was his printing shop. I lived up on the third floor.
James Casey?
Huh?
James Casey, right?
I don't know his name.
Okay.
It's Casey.
Yeah.
He's an old man.
I feel you. Take a look at some of the new condos they're building.
Yep.
These are huge. For sale, going quick.
Yep. All the princesses.
Yeah, the princesses of the block.
On that side of this house, let's say, from the alley, 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5, I think, does that have like a skinny fence that a kid would put his head in?
Most
'Cause I had
likely.
to
Want to
pull
go on
his
that
head
side?
out.
All right, let's go on that side. They're rebuilding it.
The cop bought this.
Oh, it was a police officer?
There, that one.
Yeah, which address?
See the fence? Like, his
Oh, yeah.
head went in there.
Oh, man. Hey, you got it out for him?
And I got it out,
Yeah,
yeah.
good man.
But I lived right up on the third. Look at how big they made that. Holy smokes. I knew the Polak that lived in this place. And,
This whole block was Playboys, right?
huh?
This whole block was Playboys back then.
Yes.
What years?
From 66 till about 80, 85.
Yeah, that's a good year to put it. Yep. It's still a nice neighborhood, though.
Yeah, it always has been. This is where Jeannie Bohannock used to live.
Yeah, Jeannie's still around. I just seen him last year.
Yep.
A lot of new properties. Can't barely recognize it at times, right?
Yeah, they put some money into this place.
We sure did. Now, the Ventures also hung out here, right?
Huh?
The Ventures also hung out here.
Yes. PVPs.
Right.
But Pulaski Park was always in Pulaski Park.
Of course it was. There's the bar on the left-hand side.
Yeah, the Winchester Inn.
It's a little bit of a different name now. It's called the Inner Town Pub. A very historic place as well for the Playboys.
Let me see. Now I gotta remember if it's this one or the next one. I don't remember. It's this one. Let's see if he's home.
Think they're still here?
He owned it.
All right, I'll wait here.
Yeah. Might be, Hello, is anybody home?
Don't wait too long. They'll call the cops on us.
No, that's okay. His shoes are here.
Yeah. Okay, now who is this?
John.
Oh, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a phone call ahead would have been better.
I don't have his phone number.
No worries. Well, let's keep it
You
pushing.
do that. So he has a place in Prairie du Chien in Wisconsin on the Mississippi River. I mean on the Wisconsin River.
Wisconsin, yeah, there's no Mississippi in Wisconsin. All right, we're at the corner of Thomas, right?
Yep.
This whole wall was covered with graffiti back then. I got a couple photos of
Yeah.
that, courtesy of Birdman.
All it takes is 5 minutes at night.
Yeah, you ran up and down these streets for decades.
I used to usually stay on the other side, on that corner, and when somebody finally came by, they'd pick me up.
Right. You remember some big fights here too with the Kings, right?
Not right here.
Not right here.
No, they shot Mike Nichols here though at nighttime.
Yeah, I know Nichols. That's a nice building.
Where'd you get that big umbrella at?
Yeah, the bank. How's it going, sir? What's up? What's up?
Down in the basement was a haircut,
Oh.
and next door was Annie and Ted's grocery store.
Well, see, back then these little neighborhood pockets had little grocery
And
stores
then
on the block,
corner
etc.
where I buy my.
They got rid of all that. Why is that? Code violations when Mayor
Yeah.
Daley came into play.
I don't
Cash
like to go
show.
in there.
And we're not going in the bar, but you've been there many
I'll
times,
show you my
right?
home.
Yeah, show me your home.
Gotta
Right
go
now. They
to
call
other
this the
side.
East Village.
Well, I'll show you both
And
of
the
my
realtors call it the
homes
East Ukrainian Village, which
and see if
I don't
anybody's
consider
still
it that.
here
This is the
alive.
main corner.
Everybody I know, I'm 70.
You're 70, so you're born
A
in
lot of
54,
my
huh?
Friends are a little older than me.
Yeah. You turned 70 this January, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, fierce cheers to many more of those.
January 5th, January 4th, 100 years before Sherlock Holmes was born.
Oh yeah, why Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, you
That's
like his books, huh?
1854, I'm 1954, and
All
100
right, this
years
house has
in
a lot
one
of
day.
significance for you.
Yeah, this
Tell
is
me
where I
why.
used to live. I put my brother in the front on the first floor. See, it's for rent too.
Yeah, you should get a place here again. Now
I
tell me.
used to live in the back on the top.
All right, now tell me the crazy story back in '77, right here. Yes,
When Mary got killed.
that's right. That was
Yeah,
an
he
accident.
came into my house and he asked for $20, and then
The
he
shotgun went off.
accidentally shot her in the head.
Yeah, man, I'll post a news article with that story too. But
Was
that
that
was
a-
crazy, insane Wally of the Playboys. This was a big court case for him, but you know he didn't do too long of a time for it. And this is where it happened at. Okay, who lived on the right side of the street?
I don't know if these are anybody I know anymore.
Definitely not.
Probably not.
Yeah, not in a fancy house like this. They're too good for us.
No, they could have. Oh, they had money.
Yeah. All right. Who lived on the right side of the street?
Oh, that's where Birdman lived, right there.
Okay, the middle one.
No, that's for
119
that one.
1121.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
Birdman's
Uh
house.
huh. Yeah, where did Dan Hatter live?
He lived in the first red house, right there.
All right, I see it.
On the second floor in the back, I'm pretty sure. I used to pick them up.
Uh huh. Yeah, Birdman's old house over here.
How you guys doing? Good. Yep.
Yeah,
I lived here for a while.
yeah, you love this neighborhood.
I did.
So did I. It was always very scenic, and you know, it became,
Yep.
people looked after their yard here.
It looks like Puerto Ricans moved out and they sold because it looks nice.
Yeah, there was a lot of fellas that sold, and you know, things change.
Oh, look at the puppy.
Yeah, you passed the house.
It's okay, puppy. I used to live right here, 1129 North Winchester.
Okay, so Houdini's basement was right here.
Yeah.
Your
I
younger
used
brother
to live in
Bert.
the basement. Now somebody else lives in there.
Well, thankfully the house was
Huh?
safe.
See, there used to be a king come up there. They took it off.
Okay.
It used to be look nice. Yeah. I used to plant flowers with my mom in there.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a tree, but this had a fence. I got a 57 Chevy in front
Okay.
and my pictures with it.
Yeah, you still
Or
got
my
those.
brother.
Maybe. Tell me the Bert's stories over here too, because he once posted his address here for the girls to come by. Yeah,
What?
Bert Houdini, your brother,
Yeah.
posted his address on a compliment card to come by here for the girls. He's a clever one. Rest in peace.
Was. Yeah.
That way is the vision right up there.
Right.
You want to take a walk over there? It might as well. We're here. There was a clothing store where they made the sweaters at. Right around the corner. We'll pass it by
that
real quick.
Used to be a bodybuilding
A
place.
bodybuilding shop,
Yeah.
famous for who? Sergio.
Mr. Gruber owned it.
That's right. Now, who was a frequent worker there? Sergio.
Sergio Oliva, he's my friend.
All right. What was he famous for?
He
a
was
bodybuilder.
a bodybuilder in
He's-
67 and 68. He won the world
Mr. Olympia.
titles.
That's right. He's also a cop.
Yeah, at 13th.
Not at 13th. In Rogers Park, he was.
Well, wherever he was, somebody conned him into telling him to go inside and do something, and got out of the car and left.
Man, Sergio got shot by his wife too once.
He was a little. He was
big
a
fella,
nice
though.
guy. That's
He was
all
a nice
I can
guy.
tell you.
He was a Cuban.
Yeah, and he was a really nice guy.
Yep.
And I had a friend who lived right up here in this building. I can't think of his name right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to go through that lot right through there. Used to be an empty lot, and there was a fence there, and I'd go in and go to my friends.
This neighborhood back then was all Polish and German, right? You
Basically,
Yeah.
my dad's friends all owned the bars across the street and on this side.
We're approaching Division Street right now. There's the old bathhouse. That's
Pagoda.
always been there.
That used to be a bar. That's the Chicago bathhouse?
Still there.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I
can
wonder
you
how
imagine
much
that?
it
Been there since
cost.
the.
Huh?
It's been there since the 40s, back when people did not have
I
any.
used to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the 70s and 80s.
Oh.
It was like $5 to $12 as it went on.
That's back when people did not have showers inside the house, right?
No, everybody had showers. That was just a huge oven, and you can go in there and take a steam bath.
Yeah.
Like they do in Russia, like in Yugoslavia, all those places.
Yes, sir.
This is the only lane country.
Uh-huh.
Not yet.
We'll take a quick walk to Damon and back over by Winchester. We pass by Anderson too. Yeah, you like Anderson?
Huh?
Yeah, we'll
I
pass
like
by the
that.
old school where you hung out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
looks like the bar my friend's dad, I can't think of his name, but I used
When's
to
the last
go
time
through
you
the
were
back
here?
and
Like
get
10 years
eggs.
ago?
Huh?
When is the last time that you were here, Bruce?
Here,
Yep, on Division Street.
5 to 9 years.
Okay, 10 years ago, I thought so.
But you see, this is how this place was when I was a kid.
Right.
And then they changed it. It had beautiful restaurants.
You were here for the 66 riots.
Yes.
Yeah, they started right here.
Right there at the stoplight.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
This used to be a currency exchange right here.
That's
on the
right.
corner.
And this was the gas, the Shell. The Shell was right here, the gas station. I remember that as a kid. That was still here. It's a big King's Corner.
Right down the
There's a
street.
Narcs car right there.
Two
They're always
of my
watching.
ex-brother-in-laws own restaurants right down this street.
Uh-huh.
One owns not Istanbul, but the next one over. And then
You got photos when they were planting the Division Street trees here with Mayor Daley in 67, right?
either 66 or 67, one
That's
or the
right.
other.
That was a big article, and that was a big deal. Before then, the cities did not really have trees lined up,
Right.
alongside the sidewalks.
And where he planted the tree was all the way down
By
at
Ashland,
Avenue.
correct. By the
and
Polish
Division.
Triangle. Now you notice the sidewalks are a little bit wider here, right?
Yeah.
That's to handle all the foot traffic back in its glory days of the Polish Broadway, they called it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, now we're making our way a block and a half east towards the old schoolyard of Anderson. These days it's called La Salle Magnet School. It doesn't look too bad, does it, Bruce?
Huh?
It doesn't look too
No,
bad.
it looks really nice.
Yeah, they did a good job with it, but it's a little bit different now. You sometimes feel like an outcast, don't you?
Not really. It's all good. See that place that says milk and honey?
Yes, I do.
That was Quit's Bakery.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of bakery? Polish?
Yeah, they were Polish.
This is a big King's Corner here, too. Division and Walcott. Right here. There's still a tire shop here. One of the last original buildings. Now, Miller Lumber, a big lumber warehouse, was up the block down that way. They got the street dedicated to
Don't
them.
have any fucking glass.
Oh, no worries. That's what I'm here for. I thought it was. No, well, one of the original buildings to the right of it, that's gone.
Which one?
There was one, maybe this was even before your time, Bruce, but there was a building right to the right of it.
Yeah, it's a little square one.
That's right, and that was
could
torn down.
Combine both of them.
Uh-huh. Okay, now this school is very memorable for you. Why?
Huh?
This school is very memorable for you. Why?
I graduated from here.
Oh, did you? What year?
Right, that one. I used to play in this park.
Yeah. This was one of the Playboys hoods
My
back then.
dad graduated from the old building.
Uh-huh.
See what these scumbags did?
What do? They built a parking?
They used to be a beautiful, beautiful park. Here were all the swings with the monkey bars.
Okay.
That's where the basketball is. The thing in the middle wasn't there, but they covered this with black top and destroyed this place. And my friends used to hit softballs from that corner all the way to this little square thing.
Yeah.
And they'd go in there, we'd have to climb up in there and get our shit.
Huh.
And if they went up there, we used to climb up. I'll show you.
All right, show me. Bird, your younger brother's got a couple photos here with the
Building
guys.
is still here.
No?
Yes, right there. In the corner, you climb up through that thing. They had better windows. You climb up into the corner, up on the roof, and get.
Oh, the basketball?
Yeah.
You remember when the school was all tagged up with graffiti? Most of it
Right
by you
in
guys.
Here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still there?
I doubt it is.
I think it is.
All
I
right, we'll
think
take a
it's just
stroll.
hidden.
We'll take a little pass. See a couple
That's
letter
all
words.
I know. No. it's not there.
I don't see it. No, they power washed this whole building about, I don't know,
Yeah.
2 decades ago.
20 years ago?
Like I said, this school is no longer called that Anderson school, Hans Anderson. It's called
Yeah,
La
Hans
Salle.
Christian Andersen.
That's right. It's called La Salle. Now, you played at this field all the time.
That's stupid. I used to love watching the movie Hans Christian Andersen with Danny Kaye.
Uh-huh.
He was a famous writer or whatever, or kid stories and stuff. And I just thought it was great.
This is an original sweater of the Ventures, something that Bruce was a part of. Passed down to me back in the day by a widow.
Yep, it's where we used to play ball at all the time.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine whacked the ball. Oh, in between the doorway and that play lot,
Uh-huh.
pretty hard, and I was running and running and running, and I grabbed it, and bam, did he cry when I caught that ball, because
That's
it was
right.
it would have been a home one.
That would have been a
Home run.
home run. The Ventures all hung out here too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you remember wearing those colors?
of course.
Of course. What memories. But you're still here.
I don't
Not a
see
lot
a
of the
way out,
timers.
so I might have to jump over the
Yeah,
stupid
you're not
fence.
jumping over anything.
That
We'll
I
walk
can do.
back.
I can do that.
I know you can. We'll walk back though. Come
All
on.
right. But I could.
I know you could.
It's not
Good
that
times, good times. Now, who lived behind the school, going back that way?
My girlfriend for a little while, her name was Ursula Zolaskevich.
Oh, she sounds Polish.
And everybody in the school, the guys all liked her. They
Yeah.
all thought she was hard to be reached. And I blew her off at about 17 or just under 18.
Hey, you
I
went to
blew
many
her off.
sock hops here. Now, a sock hop was a dance with no shoes on.
Yeah, that was Gordon Tech.
Gordon Tech on California over there
Yes.
by Addison.
Right, past Montrose or something, right?
By Lane Tech, but not by
Yeah.
Montrose.
I know it's past Irving.
It's by Belmont almost.
Oh, we can sneak out.
Yeah, we sure can. Now, this is Walcott.
Now, I was playing
We'll take Walcott down. Come on.
I was playing basketball here,
Mm-hmm.
and his guys came to jump me,
Yeah, who?
and Puerto Ricans, the Kings,
No, the Kings did.
and I turned my head at the last second, and I seen a baseball bat coming at me,
Mhm.
and I scrooched down and went over my head. I jumped over the fence that was here, which was bigger,
Yeah.
and then
You know, Bruce, there was a Harrison Gent buddy of mine, Lil Rat, who spoke very highly of you
that
guys.
little fence right there,
Yeah.
I used to run and just jump over it, and I made it home.
There was a Harrison Gent buddy of mine called Lil Rat, who spoke very highly of you guys because he remembered you since he was
Yeah.
kids. That's my buddy. He just passed away, Joseph Carrillo.
Huh.
Yeah, really nice guy, man. You would have liked him.
What happened to him?
Well, he had a liver disease.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, you know about those, right? You heard about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in
I'm
peace,
glad
Lil
I
Rat,
never
man.
shot him.
Forever.
Not at all.
Yeah.
All these
Memories
punky
keep coming back.
yuppies.
Yeah, the yuppies, right?
Yep.
That's a big factor why the neighborhood was changing. It's not because
Yep.
of the Ricans or
No,
whoever.
but they bought them out, so it was good.
The yuppies came in and made it
Yeah.
happen.
My dad could have got a couple $1 million for that big ass building.
Yeah, what was your dad
Two of
famous
them.
for? Tell me
Huh?
your dad's story. Your dad was a well-known figure.
Yeah, but I don't know much because they would never.
Right. Tell me what you know though by now.
All I know is what I heard about something about a burglary or something. I don't know too much. I can't
No,
say
he
anything
didn't rob a
about that.
bakery, did he? Man, he
Huh?
robbed a bank.
What?
He wasn't like a. He didn't rob a bakery.
No,
No, he robbed the big timers, the banks.
probably.
Yeah.
This used to be Miss Moloch's building.
Who was Miss Malik?
She owned a grocery store right in the corner of this building, right there.
All right. When did it close? Do you know, Bruce?
Oh, probably in 75.
All right. What was the
And
neighborhood
this
like
is
in
all brand
75?
new, so they demolished the whole
Oh, that
thing.
sure is, sadly. What was the neighborhood like in 75?
Huh?
What was the neighborhood like in 75?
It was still good.
Uh-huh. Still a lot of the old timers living around here.
I was 21.
Oh, that's a good year to be. Okay, we're on Thomas and Walcott, I believe. Yep.
See that building on that corner?
Yes, I
There
do.
was a real old man who owned that, and he would fix everybody's bicycle.
Yeah, what was his name?
I can't remember. I was too little.
Okay, now this was a bar, if I recall correctly, something like a
Yeah,
clubhouse.
this used to be the.
We're on Walcott and
actually,
Thomas.
I don't know why it's even closed because Alan and his mother and father owned the bar.
Okay, this
Alan
is a family
worked
place.
down at Rush Street, and I'd go there and I'd see him, and he'd let me into wherever he was working, like everybody would.
Well, they're partially demolishing it, if you notice to
Yeah,
our left.
They're fixing it though.
No,
All
they're
they're
not really
doing is
fixing it. They just
redoing
demolished
the
this part.
brickwork.
And sadly, more and more of this neighborhood's going to be shortly demolished as well, part by part.
Well, they're trying.
They're trying their best.
Yeah,
messed up.
they want $1 million on every property so they can get the taxes
Yeah.
and rob everybody. Right about here was a wooden fence, and right across the street
Uh-huh.
was a guy who was chasing Raymond O'Neal. I
Ray
ripped
O'Neal,
off the
a well-known
wooden piece
figure.
of fence. I flung it through the air. It went this way, it went that way, and it whacked the guy in the back of the head, and he stopped chasing Raymond.
You got a funny Raymond story. Not too funny, but it's funny. Because
Yeah.
What did Ray O'Neal do? One
He
day
got
in Wells High
away.
School.
He-
Yeah, but tell the
we
story
were
from the
stitching
beginning.
Cars.
Okay, now
That's all we were doing, stitching cars.
what about the big fight with the 50 guys that came up?
Oh, that's on the corner.
That's on the corner coming up?
Yeah, they all came out of that school.
50 Puerto
And-
Ricans, right?
Yeah, and I could see them coming, but I only seen like maybe about 20, and then all of a sudden I think there was about 50 of them.
Well, as soon
Because
as they showed up, he
all
ran
came
away
out.
quick, right?
Yeah, and they came all the way and circled me. I'll show you where.
All right, sure thing.
Oh boy, this used to be a bathhouse.
Oh, you're thinking of the one on Augusta. That's a little bit more up.
No,
I'll
it's right
show
up
you.
ahead on
Yes,
this side of the street.
But it's still there.
Yeah, I'll show you.
I know. It's at the Lincoln Bathhouse, it was called.
No, it's like right
You'll see it.
up ahead. We'll see it.
Yeah, you'll see it. One of the old residences is still here.
Huh?
Yeah, one of the old residences.
Yep.
Yeah, you could
Still
tell by
got,
the shingle siding that's
yeah.
no longer the norm in the city.
Anybody encroach on them?
There's the bathhouse. It's still here. Now, you will
Yeah,
notice.
That's the bathhouse.
That's right. Now, you will notice that says Lincoln Bathhouse. Why?
I don't know what the name of it
Hey,
is.
well, I'll tell you why it's called that, Bruce. Well, back in the day, Walcott was called Lincoln. Lincoln Avenue or Lincoln Street.
What is it now?
It's Walcott now, but you see it
How
says
is
Lincoln up there. Well, this is a residence of one
Yeah.
family, I believe.
Yep.
Now, you would come here for what, like a quick bath? Like in the hot tub, maybe?
Huh?
You came here for a hot tub or what?
Not in that one. It was always closed.
Okay, no happy massages here, huh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Always closed.
Uh-huh. During the 90s, this area became a very kind of artistic street. There's a lot of big statues here you will notice in a second.
Yeah.
All right, I'll point them out. This whole alley's covered in graffiti back there. There's a bunch of tags here that people put up. They let you do it though. Okay, that means glory to Ukraine because of the war going on. You heard about the war in Ukraine? That's my home country.
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, sad news, but we will defeat them.
Yeah, eventually.
May they prevail.
Because you're not giving up.
No, we're not giving
And
up.
the rest of the world.
We got a couple neighborhood guys that went over there
You got
to help out,
everybody
you know?
on your side, you don't have a chance.
Exactly. We're coming up on Augusta. There was one scene filmed here in the movie Bad Boys with Sean Penn. And I will tag that scene. It's about a 10-second clip where he runs out down here and goes down Walcott.
I think we were here watching.
There's one of the
that.
statues.
It was a real fast 10-second shot.
A real 10-second shot of Sean Penn.
Yeah. See that?
I sure do.
The lower thing
Uh-huh.
right there?
Yeah.
That's for Scottsdale.
Yeah. Let's walk down this way.
And right here, right by that white car and that white car right in the middle, that's where the Puerto Rican tried to kill me
Why did they try to kill you?
because I was white.
No, because you're a playboy.
Well, that's another reason.
Uh-huh.
And because I'm white and I'll stand up for myself.
Fair enough.
And this used to be a nice grocery store right
What was
here.
it called?
What was it over there? I can't remember. I never, I just borrowed stuff in that side. The oldest man who owned a grocery store, 1, 2, 3, and the bottom. He owned that building, but he was so old that he was probably 88 or 95, and he was still trying to sell stuff.
I got you.
But it was hard for him.
All right.
What is this thing at Augusta Boulevard? What's going on?
Augusta Boulevard.
Yeah, what is this stuff?
Well, this stuff is the new
it's a
bike
bicycle
lanes.
track.
Bicycle lanes. Now, this is kind of
Oh, that's
unpopular, but they
nice.
just implemented this about a year, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's
Um,
nice.
That way, the bicyclists got more safety being closer to the sidewalk
Exactly.
rather than by the cars.
Yeah, I like that.
But the problem that now surfaces is people can park over here, which means if their windows are not tucked in,
Pardon me, what?
you see the windows tucked in on the cars, the mirrors.
Yeah,
If they're not tucked in, they're getting them,
they get a ticket?
they're getting them side swiped off by the cars that pass
Oh.
by because it's so close.
Well, at least
There's
in
no room
my
to turn.
car, you could press a button and they go in.
You got a fancy car these days, a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it. Now this place, man, it's a Michelin star Filipino restaurant. There's a line here every Saturday all the way to Walcott.
Where?
Right here. You're looking
What's
at it.
this?
It's a Filipino restaurant, really well known.
This one?
Yes, sir.
It was being nothing for
Well,
35 years. It
well,
was nothing.
Right. You know what a Michelin star is, right?
What?
You know what a Michelin star is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they got one of those.
Oh.
That means they're the peak of the top restaurants in the city.
I used to run up and down this street like always, because see how the street is? It's empty.
I sure do. And nobody's out, huh?
Yeah. Oh, right there. You've already clicked it.
That was Leona's.
Yeah.
Leona's
That
was an
the
Italian.
the dairy.
Yeah.
And then they closed it down, but before I even came this far, it was already closed down. So we used to ride the